Hi guys, welcome to another video. This is super exciting. Finally, I get to do an unboxing. I've waited a long time for this. Now, what did I buy? What is it? Is it a handbag? What brand is it? Yeah, hang around and find out, and also wait till later because I'm going to tell you more things coming. There's more things coming, so let's get going. So what have I got? Well, this is the first unboxing. So it's actually not the first thing I bought, but I'm having to wait for that thing to arrive. So that hasn't arrived yet. So this is something I bought afterwards. But yeah, this arrived while I was in London the other day. So yeah, I've got home and unboxed it and I'm super excited. I really am. So just before we get to the unboxing, I'm just going to say that, yeah, my channel is not about unboxings. You know, I haven't been able to do any unboxings in the whole time that I've actually had this channel. I showed you some things I bought in Paris at the very beginning when I first started my channel, but I haven't done an actual unboxing at all because, yeah, my circumstances changed and I stepped back from my career and things have changed for me, so I've had to wait. And then I couldn't buy anything and I've waited 6 or 7 months and then I've gone a little bit mad in one go. So yeah, my channel's not going to be a million unboxings because that's not real life for me, and that's absolutely fine. And when the unboxings come along, they are super exciting then, aren't they? Or they are for me anyway. So anyway, enough waffling and get on with the unboxing. So what did I buy? Just pause the video. If you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know. You might not be surprised at this one. I'm not sure. Comment below what you think it is. So let's get on with the unboxing. So it's arrived. Let's unbox this. So this is from Satire, which is an online, I think it's a bit like Farfetch, where it's like a collection of fashion boutiques and it sources things from all over. So yeah, so I've taken the top off already, so you can see the brand. So this is how it's been packaged, so very well packaged. And then information, and then we have the dust bag. And if you want to pause now and work out and put down below what you think firstly is in here and secondly what colour. So this is how it is. So it has come with all the protectors on it, and that's just saying do not remove until you're happy with it. So let's take these off. Packaging. So it is nicely wrapped, I have to say. Oh, this. So this is the mini Alexa in the pink with the crossbody strap. So now you've seen the unboxing, are you surprised? Probably not. So yeah, for me, yeah, it's not the most expensive unboxing in the world. But I've been lusting after this bag for so long and I wanted, anyway, I'm just going to grab it. So here it is. So yeah, I've been lusting after this ever since. Well, as I've said in previous videos, I blame Nick Snell. I blame you, Nick, for introducing me again to Mulberry. And I think he's got I don't think it's the mini Alexa, I think it's the regular Alexa. And then Steph from Handbag, she unboxed her, I think it's long green one. And I was just, oh wow, I love that green. And then also Emma from Emma Anders, she unboxed a mini Alexa, but it was like in the tan colour. Oh, just absolutely beautiful. So those videos came very close together. And I was like, wow. Now I've been a Mulberry lover my entire life. However, it was the first luxury brand, if you class it as luxury, that I ever bought a bag from. And I bought one of the mock croc ones, we're talking about 30 years ago or something. And then I seemed to move away from Mulberry and went into Louis Vuitton, and Louis Vuitton was forever, and then obviously went into other brands after that. But I've always loved Mulberry, but once I'd gone into the other brands, there was no real need for me to have a look at Mulberry again. And that's maybe just that you move on in life, or whether the styles weren't quite, I don't know, they seemed very samey over the years. And then they did start to bring out some things that I was a lot more interested in, like the Lily, but I just never invested. Anyway, yeah, I saw this one on those guys' channels, and I went to look at them properly in store, and I'll put some footage here of me trying on all the different ones. And I did love the green. I have to say, Steph, I did love the green, but for some reason I was drawn to this, and I kept looking at this one. And they also had a purple one, and the purple was absolutely beautiful colour, but it wasn't in the grained leather. It was more like a, do they call it like a nubuck, a bit like a washed, not suede exactly, I think it is nubuck. But no, I like this one, so I'll just show you up close. This is in the grained leather, and it's coming slightly. Yeah, I was saying it's as bright as it is. That is the colour. That is the colour, and it comes with silver hardware, which I think on pink, silver, stunning. It's obviously got the little top handle, and then it's got the crossbody strap, and mine's on the, so this is at the moment on the middle setting, and that is perfect for me, crossbody. So I love that. I love the fact that, yeah, you can have this as a long crossbody, because yeah, I've said in other videos, it really annoys me where brands have really short chain straps. I don't know how tall they think we are, or how a normal curvy person like myself, especially if you're wearing layers and coats, how are you supposed to fit the bag over the top? Anyway, the reason I wanted this was I wanted an alternative to the Gucci Soho disco bag. And what I mean by that is that's the bag that I go to when I don't want to be too precious about the brand that I'm wearing, or maybe I'm worried about weather or security or things like that. I've mentioned this before. So the Gucci bag has always been a go-to bag for me when I'm going somewhere that I don't want to take a really expensive bag, for example. So I wanted an alternative to that, but I wanted an alternative that was, yeah, a little bit different, a little bit, yeah, just a bit of a different style, and particularly in a different colour. I wanted to try a bright colour, and therefore this could be the summer version of my Gucci bag, so I could see this on holiday. Yeah, and I just thought it also gives me an opportunity to try a bright colour without investing too much money and getting it wrong. I tried on a Chanel 19 in London, which I've mentioned in another video, and it was a similar colour to this, or it was even more vibrant. It was a bit more neon than this. This is, I would class this like a hot pink, whereas the Chanel 19 was like, yeah, nearly more like a neon, and it was just too vibrant. But this gives me an opportunity to try out a pink bag and see how I'm going to style it with different colour outfits and things like that before I invest in a really expensive bag. So, and the other reason I bought this was because it was on sale, and I managed to find it on Satire for half price. Now bear with me on this one. It was half the price, the original price that had been on Satire, which was £1,200. However, it was £995 in the Mulberry store. Either way, I got this for 600 and something pounds. It was a really big saving. And for 600 and something pounds, for me, I had to pay some taxes and import duties on this. So I think it ended up being like £670 or something, 665 maybe. Either way, I just thought this was, yeah, I wouldn't call 600 something pounds a bargain because it's still a lot of money, but for the saving and for the quality of the bag and everything else, I thought it was worth trying. I really did. I absolutely love it. I really do. So yeah, so the reasons I bought this were to be inconspicuous with a broken bag, for security, for how it nice crossbody and easy. You can fit everything in it that you want to. It's comfortable. I can trial the colour, and I got a bargain. So for me, it was like a no-brainer. And it's the only place I've seen this on sale. I've seen on the Mulberry site other mini Alexas, and I've seen on various different sites, Farfetch and other places, sales on Mulberry, but not in this pink. And I was just drawn to this pink. So I kept thinking, I'm just going to wait. And if it doesn't go in the sale, then I might buy it from the Mulberry store. But you just never know. And since I bought this, I did recheck on Satire, and it is back up to full price, their full price of £1,200. Let's get into it. So yeah, it's got the postman's lock there, and it's got the straps here, but they are magnetic. And this is the inside. So the inside is one, I don't know if that's coming across, is one space, and then it's got a slip pocket at the back there. And I understand on this that it's got this popper here. Okay, so it now opens up, and you can see there, if I close this back up, so you can pull it, and it can make it that style as well, with the straps going down. So it just gives you a lot more space inside the bag. Now, how that will hang on the strap, yeah, it makes it look a little bit more like the Bayswater, doesn't it? However, then you do have the gaps here. You do have the gaps here in case things fall out, for example. But it does give you an absolute ton of space inside. Look how big that is now. So that is an option. I like it actually when it's pulled in. I like the look of it. So there we are, all back to how it was. So yeah. The only thing that's slightly awkward about it, I would say, is where these fit the D-rings. It's sort of on the inside, so these do stick out. You can see there, they sort of stick out slightly, which pulls on this bit a little bit. But hey ho, that's not a problem. So, what do we think? There's no pocket on the back. There's no feet or anything else like that. Feels very comfortable, feels very light. Yeah, I'll do some mod shots in a minute, but what do we think? What I'm going to do now is show you the only other Mulberry bag I have still in my collection. Does anybody remember this one? So this is the, I think it was classed, was this the Roxanne or the Roxy? I seem to think it was called the Roxanne, and this was in the smaller size. And also I went for the brown, I think it was called oak or something like that, leather. And it's so battered now. I mean, look, it's completely battered. However, yeah, try and straighten it up a little bit. So you can see how the styles have changed over the years. They've still got the straps with the magnetic closure. This one always used to annoy me because it always used to curl and I couldn't do anything about it. This was a lot more fiddly because you had three that you had to sort of throw back to then get into the bag. However, I just used to leave them on the back like that most of the time. So yeah, so that was just on the shoulder over the two top handles, and I wore this so much. So yeah, so that's the only other one I've got compared to the new one. So what do we think? So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you think it was worth getting? Do you think it suits, yeah, fills a little bit of a gap, I suppose, in my collection? Maybe I'll come back and do a proper review, but I will do some mod shots so you can see what this looks like on me. so much for watching. I'll see you in another one.